Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another day of Daily Wisdom and Astro-Gravitational Report. Uh, things are falling in place. Things are coming up as you see it on your screen. Uh, Posted this picture behind the background in there. The man and the woman is going to be that support of the masculine, which is Mars, and the feminine, which is Venus, there. And during all those process, as the moon is transitioning today from Scorpio into Sag, that is going to be this uh, desire to express the all internal processes. But later on, what's going to happen is the moon, it's going to be very interesting moment. She's going to be squaring this energy of Lilith, which is the mean Lilith, and Saturn. That is going to be pointing out the things of what is restricting things to move forward. What is it, the situations? What it needs to be relearned? What it needs to be done? But at the same time, the moon is going to be transitioning from Scorpio to Sag. We are going to finding this energy of the moon supporting the sun, the authority there. But it's some point in the next 2 days, we are gonna be going to the first quarter moon, and usually during these positions, this is gonna be an intensity that is gonna be okay. We have a lessons to learn. Now you're discovering a 1/4 of the situations that you have to learn as a lessons from within yourself. So with that being said, let's go through the charts, to the daily charts in there. As you see it on your screen, this is the 7 o'clock energy. Ascendant is together with the sun, which is right in here. It's pretty much ready to be exiting. It's got another 3 days staying into Virgo. It's to exiting Virgo, begins to entering Libra. But as you see it on the opposite side, we have a Neptune and a Chiron who are sitting right in here in Pisces. These energies right here, they're going to be really much affecting your authority. If you have not healed things, if you have not done things proper way, the wounded healer is going to be telling you go look in the wounds and heal. Go look at the things that are not seen. Where they're not seen within your soul, something that you feel but you cannot touch, can grab. It's not a kiss, it's not a something material, it's not a cup of drink. Nope. It's something that is inside of you, your process, your way of processing information. Just so you know, you're going to be dealing with this energy later on at 8 o'clock for. So, and that energy there, you see the ascendant is at together with Mars, and that energy is towards Venus right in here, that is in Leo. And looking at into those energies there, you're going to see what you have to do. That support at 8 o'clock is like, I need to do this support. But before the support, you have to put all this debacle within yourself, putting in order. But where did that comes from? It comes in from your overall energy that it's controlling by emotions. Who controls your emotions? The moon. And the moon, it is at Scorpio still. And she's at this energy of the 28 degrees. But as you guys pay attention right here at the numbers, 28 degrees is the moon, 27 almost 28 degrees is the sun, but also is the mean Lilith. But we have here, we have a Pluto who is 27 degrees 59 minutes in Capricorn. So talking about those aspects right in here, as you see it, that is creating a kite that it's from the Uranus. And when you look at it within those energies within yourself, What are you gonna be flying from yesterday? If you watched the report from yesterday. So looking at that energy, is the moon. It's gonna be moving right in here in Sag, but she's gonna be giving you this energy of what I need to do where in your internal work, which is it at midheaven at Cancer. So later on at 9 o'clock, as you see it in your screen, the midheaven goes into the family. Something within the family is not okay. Something in the family is not right. Where did that comes from? It could be tied up with the south node, which is this south node. It's creating this intense energies right now. This red colors in there, as you popped up in your screen, and you are like, what is not going okay? Well, if you now look into the problem and what creates the problem and go to the root of the problem, you're not going to be able to relieve this. As you see it, the kite there, it's right in here. It's kind of like pointing out to Pluto, is to go to the bottom of this. Go down into the bottom. Is the similar energy following up from yesterday? You have to, what are you going to do? Are you going to put the kite within you, or you're going to shove it again back in the basement? So with that being said, in there, you see like there is no point to be in the basement because nothing's going on in the basement. Everything that goes in the basement, you guys know what I'm talking about, basement. That's talking about the underworld, the hell. However, when you're down, okay, so you already realizing that your emotions down there is you're not feeling good. If I leave you down in a basement for 365 days, you're not gonna feel good. You want to go out in the sun. You want to go to the bar. You want to have a drinks. You want to go have a socialize. You want to come there. You're already realizing the hermit mode maybe is not the right thing. But you're also going to need to understand what is restricting you within this. And since Saturn doesn't have a positive aspect, which is he's right in here, okay? Saturn is currently, if you take a look, it's in the 2 degrees of Pisces. That energy is right there. It's like the beginning of the mysteries. There is some kind of like a mysteries you need to find at the beginning of what happened. But since Saturn is retrograde, you're looking back into the old mysteries of the world. Yes, that's what the answer is, because mysteries are carrying through generations, and you may gonna be working on the generational situations to heal from within you. It feels like a guilt that it's not yours, shames that it's not yours, but it's inside of you for some reason. That is a what the generational things feels like it. All right, so talking about it, 10 o'clock midheaven goes into a Leo. That is going to be together with Venus. She is not seeing the growth, and she's like, I need help, I need support. The only support she gets is from Mars. And Mars sextiling Venus in there, so they are respectfully at the 15 and the 16 degrees. If you look at it, the numbers right in here, Mars and Venus. Okay, they are in this beautiful support, but where the Mars get his energy? Mars is get his energy from Jupiter. There is retrograde. The growth that talks within him. It's like, hey, listen to God, listen to the situations, go back, revise the things there from within you, and give the support that is needed. Listen to your soul. Don't just kind of like, oh well, Venus is not growing anything with me. She is with abandon me. She's not want to do anything with me. No, Venus actually she's been beat up. She's been beat up. She's been cramped out. Now she's just like moving it away from the ego. She needs to relearn what love is, and that's what the biggest support will come in. So, talking about later on at 11 o'clock, because you pay attention, Smith Heaven is up here with Lilith. All right, talking about this squaring with Saturn, oppositions with Saturn. Yeah, nobody likes the shadow. Nobody likes when the shadow comes to the light. You're probably protecting that shadow. It's like, I don't know, people know the bad things within me. I don't have to tell the people about the bad things within me. I don't even have to tell myself. But since the moon is exiting out, already out of Scorpio, is like, what are you telling yourself? You're sabotaging yourself, you're hiding yourself, and you think the people are not going to find out. They will. Since your actions doesn't meet the words, people will. And that's what Saturn is like. You're not going anywhere until this debacle is not solved from within. And some of you is going to be having a rough time. I'm talking about some of you maybe get the dark night of the soul at some point during these periods. So, talking about at 12 o'clock, midheaven goes into Virgo, times to heal. The ascendant, as you pay attention, is together with the moon. The focus is going to be within the emotions, but the focus within emotions that it's coming to you, you're not working with them. They're just coming to you. Don't act prematurely. Don't say, I didn't say so, I said so. So it's here, it's recorded, so we pay attention to this. But if you look at it, the midheaven, the inner work that you do here of this, it's going back into Uranus. Uranus going back to Pluto, and Pluto goes back into the Sun, and everything is within your authority, within yourself. Since currently the Sun is in the 10th house, it is about you to be a professional with the authority within yourself. You to act because later on, in an hour from now, which is that's for the chart is about what are you gonna do? What are you gonna act? That is your inner work. As you pay attention, midheaven is right here with the sun, and that is going in within the moon. The moon that says, I have these emotions, I have this stuff, I have these situations, but I am working to heal. Where did that comes from? The moon is trying with Chiron and Neptune. I am working with the authority, and authority says, I am working to transform myself, and I'm also healing through the vision within me. Those are the angel wings. Okay, but it's involved what? Your intuition, authority, visions, and transformations. You have to transform within yourself to heal, and it's the best time to heal is to facing the oppositions of this Chiron that says, I don't want to heal. I'm too pride within me. I'm a too powerful with me. I can do it on my own. No, you're not. You need support. And that support is coming that the ascendant right now, it is sextile link Mars, and Mars is in divine energies with Jupiter. He is listening what he has to do. Okay, he's listening loud and clear. He's been learning a lot. So hopefully you've been learning a lot about the masculine energy or become a divine masculine yourself. So talking about at 2 o'clock p.m., the midheaven goes in the Libra, exactly with Mars. That energy is right here. It's going to be putting your focus. I need to mature. I need to grow up. I need to get into this. I got this. Everything is going to be good. Everything is going to be okay. I need to go ahead and looking at this, what I need to see, what I need to perform. I have to maintain this balance. But first, balance is made where? Inside, then it can make the balance outside. So watching within this, the rising energies, they are going to be at Sag, and there's going to be this expressions of this shadow that comes in. Now it's the big time of, okay, I can understand my downfalls, I can understand my wrongdoings, and I can work out my wrongdoings by saying it to the people. The people can think what they think. It's not about them, it's about me. I to share my weaknesses. That way I'm clear towards me. Maturity, maturity. All right, talking about later on at 3 o'clock, midheaven it goes to a Scorpio. The Scorpio hours begins of the inner work, but ascendant is going to a Capricorn, and that is a leading to these energies with Mercury. Mercury has been together with Jupiter, which is helping the communications with Mars. But since that ascendant is there, the rising energy, that is like, look at there. Look at it what Mercury said. Mercury says, go and look at how to remature back, act something in back in a ways, and that energy goes into where? Going into Mars. And from Mars, it's going into Venus. So Venus is okay. Otherwise, Venus is fighting for this growth. You don't have to fight. You're actually doing the right things inside of it. You're moving forward. But the energy of the retrograde Jupiter, it's still active. It is like you have not grown up yet. Grow up. So, talking about later on at 4 p.m., the ascendant is going to be pretty much focused within Pluto, but that's going to put some pressures here at the south node of Libra, which is in divine energies with Chiron. And looking at this energies in there, Pluto is going to be have you change, have you transform? Are you ready to open these wings? Are you ready to open this kite? Can you go outside? Can you get there? Can you overcome this threshold? Can you be this and that? And you're like, too much. I have too much. And when you have too much, you are remembering this energy of hiding your kite in the shadow, which is midheaven is at Scorpio, and it's opposing that growth, that maturity within you, but that is affecting directly the love. And as I said, the support for the feminine energies right now, it's crucial. If you're feminine and you feel down right now, the need from within you is to get this masculine energy, but don't get into this to convert yourself from feminine to a masculine personality. No, it is about to get the courage, the faith, and the opportunity to help yourself with your own feminine energies, but to understanding what you need to do and what it takes to be a masculine. Because some of the feminine, they want so much from the masculine, but they don't know what it does it takes to be a masculine. And when they working it right now, they can understand what does it takes. So later on at 5 o'clock, energies they're moving. Midheaven is right now with the moon. You're gonna be working on that expressions. You're gonna find these situations, and you're gonna find out what exactly stopping you to do this. That square with Saturn, which is Saturn currently does not have any positive energies there. It's pushing away towards the shadow. It's like I don't need the shadow, and I don't need these emotions. I don't need all this. I don't need anything. So right now, Saturn, it's kind of like teaching you to look from within yourself. But be mindful with these energies. You're pushing others not to help you, but you're by yourself. But the lesson is you to find a mystery within yourself, not pushing people away. It is about you to see what can you do on your own, mature and grow. Okay, big pitfall in here because usually those aspects, people pushing other people, specifically people who come to help them. It's like I don't need your help. Get out. I don't need this. I don't want you. Just you guys get in it. So later on at 6 p.m. There, as you see it, the ascendant is at together with Saturn. That rising energy is coming because you were asking yourself what it is. Now that energy can see it. But the energies that you're working with, that is at the midheaven at Sag. There is a divine energies with Jupiter again. Those Jupiter helps a lot with everything that goes on in these positions. And the midheaven, it's very beautiful with Mars, and it's very beautiful with Venus. This is about the time. I mean, this is 6 p.m. that the masculine and the feminine coming together and they're expressing what they need to do is like, you know what, I understand I'm weak and I understand of this, but thank you for being next to me when I'm going through this rough process. Now I understand what it does it takes to create these actions and support and so on. And now I can value the love given during the hard times. It's not about the roses, the flowers, the movies, and the fancy dinners and so on. What love is, that support during the hard time. And that's what I fallen in love with. Big time love opening, guys. So, talking about later on at 7 p.m., that energy is going to be intense because the unhealed wounds, it's coming. Be mindful about it because most of the people, they're like, oh, I'm tired of, you have issues, you always have wounds. You always have in situations. Why do I always have to deal with you? That is it's gonna be coming because right in here, as you see a Neptune and Chiron, they are facing this authority there, but the authority goes underworld a little bit. It's below the horizon. And now this energy of midheaven that it's at the beginning of Capricorn begins to kind of like put this. This is a one of those guys that like, you know what? I'm always been done this, I always been done that, and I got nothing in return. You know what? Screw all this. I'm enough. But when you look at it, the other energies, I can see my shadow. I can go ahead and through feeling this shadow, I can fix the karma, the destiny that I need to do, and I can see what that needs to be because I can see through the unseen. That is a this midheaven Saturn sextile. It's gonna be very short amount of time. You for a moment to zip it up and you to look at it beyond the veil. So things to be unveiled to you. But if you acting prematurely of only the things into the material world, only is the strive for perfections, you're gonna missing the road of what you need to learn to make it even better within yourself. So, talking about the 8 p.m. Energy there, as you see it, the things are shifting, they're moving. You're gonna see what you need to do this lifetime. You're gonna be seeing it, this energy. But Pluto says, like, transformations. I'm not doing anything until you don't transform. I'm here to send you back in time and you to transform. And you may be experiencing this of what I have to do now with what I have done before. Basically, using the scales. So Pluto is in the top holding the scales, and it says your past life, your new life. And now I can tell you what you've been transformed. So I can make this balance. That's what this is within the south and the north energy presented to you. But since Pluto is in Capricorn, it says like that's what makes the difference between this person who wants to rise up and the person who's been already raised. There's got to be a balance within everything. All right. So 9 p.m., guys. 9 p.m. Almost done with the report. As you see it here, the energy comes down a little bit. The midheaven is exactly with Pluto. Now you know what you need to do. Now you know what you're growing in there. You see this beautiful, beautiful triangle here with the sun. Okay, you see all those energies between Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo because they're all within this 27 degrees ending in there. And looking at within those energies about it is you see the things that are going in. But if you look at it of these positions, these energies right now, you're gonna find out that you begin to find the energy that moves you ahead. All right, the things that move you ahead. Pretty much, Chiron is gonna be going into a Pisces, and when a Chiron entering Pisces, that is a healing through the mysteries of the world. Okay, if you pay attention here, Chiron is just stopped 0000 at Aries, but that is a 30,000 Pisces. That is the beginning and the end of life. So some of you is gonna be looking at of the beginning and the ending. What is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of the situations? And what is it that I need to do? So now the midheaven is going in an Aquarius, and the ascendant is very beautiful with the midheaven, and that goes into Mars. It is about this energies of support, guys. Take and find a new ways. Otherwise, the old ways they're not leading to anything. Old ways doesn't open new keys. Old ways doesn't solve old problems. You need to find a different, new approach. And that little approach is going to be coming from within yourself, but you may gonna feel a little bit intense. Why? Because the moon does not have this beautiful aspects. And be careful with this, because the emotions now, they begin to be intensified and talk. Don't send nasty grams, nasty messages, intense messages, and so on. Hold your horses. Nobody is wrong, because you have things that you need to deal with. Look inside of you and talk positive to yourself. That's what this Jupiter and Mercury aspect is. You to learn not to do the wrong things from within yourself by beginning first telling yourself what you have to do. And talking about all this, at 11 o'clock, midheaven is going to be together with Saturn. You're fighting the things that are coming to you, but those are connecting with the South Node. They are connecting with the Ascendant and Pisces and Gemini, and you are looking at these energies. What I need to do, but your emotions, they're like this Sagittarius. It's like, you know, I went to the party. I was number one, but because I was number one, nobody paid attention to me, and I don't care. I'm gonna kick everybody's out, because guess what? They didn't pay attention to me, and I was the one who did everything, and they're just So staying away from these energies. They're not good. They're just showing you a problem with others. Others didn't pay attention to you, but if you're demanding the attention, guess what? Your attention is codependent from within yourself. And this is why this moon is going to be triggering you in the next day. So that's what it was, the Astro-Gravitational report, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching. Come back tomorrow for another Astro-Gravitational report. And if you have any inquiries, here's the email below. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be love, and I'll see you tomorrow.